Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Backyard Gardenology. I know it has been such a long time since I've been on here. I only done like maybe one or two videos, and then I stopped because I started dealing with a lot of things and everything, but I'm doing so much better now. So I was like, I'm gonna come back and try to give this another shot. Now, if you guys have seen one of my previous videos, not that many of them, you guys are probably thinking, why does her backyard look so different? And that is because, friends, over that year that I have been gone, I actually moved into a new house. So, yes, so that's why everything looks super different. So, the first year that I lived here, I actually was doing in-ground beds. I had like maybe 4 rows of in-ground beds, and I just added just compost and tilled it into the stand, and everything actually did really good. Like, I had a really good little harvest that last year, but I didn't like how messy everything looked. So literally this year, beginning of spring, I put in these raised beds, and I love them so much. It makes everything look a little bit more tidier, and it's more manageable. I can divide the rows or the sessions into what I actually want to grow, because a lot of time I merge them in together. So yes, I am loving this new look. I have one, two, three, four, five, six, 6x3 raised beds, and then I have four 3x3. If I only have three of them put up, I still need to put up another one, and then I'm actually hoping to get two more of these ones. They're middle raised bed. Like I said, they're 6x3s and they're 12 inches. I'm hoping to put another one right here where that little plant holders at, and another one where those kale plants are. And I'm hoping to do that so I can have like an arch going over it like I do right here in this bed, for like a little entryway. So yes, I thought I'd just give you guys a little mini garden tour of what I've been doing and show you what I got. So in this first bed, I have bush beans. I have dragon tongue, blue leg, and the purple tempeh. And then I have garlic, watermelon. I believe these are the crimson sweet. And I have little tiny shallots sprinkled in within the bed too. In the corner, I have echinacea, and I cannot say that word. It's like a part of the mint family, I believe. Agastache. So yeah, I know you're probably thinking, why do I barely have garlic put in? Because I am in Zone 9, Tucson, Arizona, in the desert, and I don't know, friends. Like I said, I had a lot to do, but I just didn't do it. And I had the garlic in my refrigerator being cold stratified, and I was like, hey, instead of just letting this money go to waste, I might as well just plant it and just see what I get. I can get green garlic and make green garlic powder. It's better than nothing. But since I do have it within the beans in the watermelon, and I heavily mulch it to keep it cool, so I'm hoping that will help do something. And I don't have nothing in this pot, but in this pot I have a golden delicious apple that I just got from Start Bro, and it's just waking up, it's budding and everything, so I'm happy about that. In this pot I'm going to put a banana tree. I'm just waiting for it to get more established in a smaller pot, and I have fertilizer in there and it's breaking down, so by the time I plant in there, it should be good and happy and ready to go. In this bed, this is my squash bed. So yes, I have 8 squash plants in this bed, 4 different varieties. And right here, I believe I have some amaranth to be like a deterrent, because I heard that amaranth could be a trap crop that helps against vine borers and cucumber beetles and stuff like that with squashes. Now, I know you're also probably thinking, why do I have 8 squashes in this one raised bed? That's way too many. And yes, you are correct. But 2 of these are supposed to be like a bush honey nut variety, and the rest of them are supposed to be like viney. But as you can see, I have these poles set up, and I'm going to try growing them vertically. So yes, and I'm not gonna just do like this. No, I am gonna try growing them vertically, but I'm gonna actually try doing the Florida weave method with them. I haven't seen that with a squash plant before, but I said, hey, what the heck, why not? I got the twine, and I thought I would just experiment with it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do in this bed. This bed is my cucumber and tomatillo bed. It looks very sparse right now, but it will grow in. I have a purple tomatillo. I had to put these little plant guards in them because I had cutworms, and I did not want to lose those 2. I had 4, and then I was down to 2, so I had to do something. And so yeah, I have tomatillos right there. I had tomatillos right there. Those ones I had started from seed. Well, all of them I started from seed, and I thought they didn't make it, but then they popped back, so I popped them in there. And then I have dill right there, and the cucumbers. I know what varieties I put in the bed, but I didn't put the plant tag on them individually. But I know once they start producing what they will be. And for the flowers, I got Sweet Alyssum. So yes, and again, I know the dill is probably not gonna last long either because it's a cool season variety, but I'm hoping with the mulch and the cucumbers, with the tomatillos and the squash, that it would give them great shade and help them stay a little longer. So, companion planting. In this bed, this one is my slowest growing bed, but it is coming along. I believe I mainly have just flowers in here, but in the front, actually, that is a burgundy okra, and then I have a matching one on the other side. That is supposed to be like a pink lemonade Cosmo. The picture of them on Baker Creek looked so beautiful, so I'm really excited to see that. And then I have a straw flower there, and there, that one has been there so long, haven't gotten really any bigger. I don't think it is, so yeah, but I'm gonna leave it. And then in the middle, I have a eggplant, more Boris, Sweet Alyssum, and a straw flower. So yes. And this bed over here, I'm very happy about this bed. This one is filling out quite nicely. So yes, I have 4 tomatoes that I'm gonna grow to a central leader and grow up these tall 8-foot poles. I have pineapple. This is like a dry tomato, like Principal Borghese. It's like a cherry tomato, supposed to be really dry. And then I have Roma and Kellogg's breakfast. In this front row, I have, these are sesame plants. I have that right there and right there. And that is supposed to be like a beautiful, I can't remember the name of the flower, but it's supposed to be like a variety of flowers and petals of reds and purples, like balsamic something, not the vinegar. And then in the middle, I have interplanted basil, both Thai basil and sweet basil. Oh, my shadow's on this side, so I'm gonna try to go over here so you guys can see it better. So this is my pepper bed. I have habanada, shishito, Jimmy Nardello, and Nada Pino. This right here in the middle world are just more flowers of the cosmos. of the cosmos and that one flower I couldn't remember. In the front right here, I have, it's coming along, I have Elisa, a peppercini, and this is a giant Marconi, and then I have some pepper that came up really late, but I'm so happy they did come up. They're supposed to be like the cousin to the shishito pepper, Fujima or something like that. And then this beauty right here, it's a sunflower. It is a multi-head sunflower. There is so many buds on it. I am so excited for it to open up, but I do not know what variety it is until it blooms, because this is actually a volunteer from last year. Now, in all these beds, I grew everything from seed except for this one, because this is my daughter's bed, and she did not want to grow anything from seed. She said it would take too long, but honestly, I think mine's is catching up with her fairly quickly. So yeah, this is her little space. She has what does that say? A sweet Italian peppercini plant. She has sugar baby watermelon, some marigolds, because she really liked them, how they looked and how they looked fluffy, like cotton candy, she said. She has some basil right there, and her favorite all-time thing, cucumbers. And I do see a little bit of flowers on there, and I showed her that earlier, so she's really excited for that. A little animal water feature. I need to fill that up with some more bird seed. I actually do that every Sunday. Cause I'm like, I ain't gonna be feeding y'all all through the week. Y'all get fed once a week. But actually, I have found out that it only lasts a week, so it's really good. So, in this bed, this is supposed to be my little, this is gonna be my little herb garden until I put up the bed right there, and then it's gonna be my herb garden because it's closer to the house and it's more in the shade. And I think the herbs are really like that here in the desert. So, in this bed, I have parsley, cilantro, and just more basil. I have a calendula flower right there and right there. And then these little purple plants are amaranth spinach. I really liked them. I thought they tasted fantastic last year. They're supposed to be a heat tolerant variety of spinach. And then my fastest growing bed is my corn bed. Look at that. I'm so happy with it. They're lush and green and growing tall. Yes, I'm so happy. So I have two varieties in here. The first two rows they're all sweet corn. There's two varieties. The back row is the Silver Queen hybrid sweet corn, white kernels. And these ones are Orchid Baby sweet corn that I got from Baker Creek. So these are ready in 65 days, the super early variety, and those is ready in 90 days. So they will not cross-pollinate, excuse me. So this was an in-ground bed, as you can see, but I just got kale in it growing still because it's still doing good. It actually is trying to go to seed. You can see that right there, right here, trying to go to seed, but you can actually eat those, and it'll be like little tiny broccolinis, even though it's a kale plant, all from the same family. Over here, I have a little strawberry patch. I have the container right here, and then all these were runners from last year, and they're barely starting to produce. So yes, all these strawberries came from this container and that container, and it's starting to already put out runners again. Oh, look at that. I'm surprised my daughters missed this. They're like out here every day looking for strawberries, so they'll probably get that later. Like one of their favorite things to do. I have two of them, and they argue over picking strawberries. So I said there have to be at least two, so you guys can pick them. But again, they've been getting like 10 to 14 every day. Cause I also have a little bit in the front yard, so just a nice little snacking thing that they have every day. This apple tree, I don't know what it is. It was a Granny Smith apple, but as you can see, it died. So I cut it because the rootstock started growing. So I thought I would just grow the rootstock. I don't know what apple was growing from the rootstock or if it's edible or not. But I just thought, hey, you're living. I'll keep you. Maybe I can use you to learn how to grab more apples on. So, yeah. Silver lining. That is a loquat tree that came with the house. It is in terrible shape, so I've been trying to baby it to bring it back. I cut off a lot of dead limbs, but there's still a lot left and everything. It had so many flowers on it, and I thought I was gonna get like so many loquats. Like I saw them, like it was full, packed down with them, but they all turned into little zombies and dried up, and I only got like literally 20 of them, not even 20, like maybe 10 of them out of this section of the tree. And so I put little baggies over there. I'm like, sorry birds, I don't have enough to share with you. These are mine. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can do to maybe this year get a better harvest of it. It's pretty damaged, as you can see. The woodpecker has been getting in and everything. So we're gonna see if we can bring it back or if I should just start from anew. Okay, so this is my Satsuma mandarin tree. Now, out of all these trees I planted, this one has been the slowest growing one, which is funny because it was the biggest one that I kind of put in. Like, it just couldn't catch a break. Like, it was dealing with thrips. Like, look at all the little old leaves. You see how curled up they are. Like, this is the most flush of green and full it has been. It's been sparse. This one's been fighting for its life, and it's been doing good. I've been trying to help it along. So yeah, you see that? Look at all these bad old leaves that's on this poor tree. It's finally got a new flush, but that they're light green, but they are darkening up. I've been fertilizing the trees in the garden about once a week, and then I noticed on the green leaves, I noticed they're starting to curl up. So since I've been dealing with it, I know it is. I know it's thrips. So I've been hosing it down every evening to blast off the thrips, and I brought some insect soap to help get rid of them, because I have this newly planted tree, and then I saw some curling leaves on my Mexican lime tree, and I'm like, oh no, that's not what this is gonna happen. So I brought the soap, cause I'm like, you're not gonna spread. Anyways, so this one I just planted literally a couple of months ago. It's a single leaf blood orange, and look at that, it has a little fruit. I'm pretty sure it's gonna fall off like the rest of them. I have some artichokes back there, and I'm actually gonna plant that right here. This is an in-ground bed that I'm going to put another 3x3 on. So once I get that bed put together and filled up, I'm going to transplant those artichokes into there with some other ones, and that's going to be my artichoke bed. So yes, here's this little tree. It seems to be doing really well. It had some leaves right there, but they fell off, but no more has fallen off. So I am hopeful for this guy. And like I said earlier, excuse me, this is my key lime or Mexican lime tree. It is doing great. I had pruned it in early spring, and it's coming back with the vengeance. I had like messed up the pruning and it made it look like two separate trees, but it's filling up nicely again. But I didn't know if maybe I should just cut off the whole branch, because if you look at the trunk, you see how it tees off there. Oh, look at that. Something's been messing with the trunk of this tree. I see it like shredded a little bit. I have that 3-in-1 plant guard thing from Ivy Organics that I'm gonna paint on all of my trunks to help it with the sun scalding, but luckily it is supposed to help deter bugs and stuff too, so I'm glad about that, because nuh-uh, that is no good. But anyways, you see how it's teed off there. I've just been wondering if I should just cut off one of them, obviously the one going towards the fence, and just have it be a single trunk. Let me know what you guys think, because I feel like it looks a little wonky like this. So yeah, it gave me a whole 3 lives last year, so yay. I don't think any flowers is on this one, because like I said, I did trim it back because it was growing everywhere, so I did trim it back, so I probably trimmed off the buds, but I'm not worried about that because citrus trees be blooming all year. Yeah. All right, over here, this is my strawberry guava plant. I hope you guys can see it as the sun is coming up more, so it's starting to get really bright. And it's finally flowering for me for the first time. I'm so excited to try the strawberry guava. It's a beautiful little bush. So yes, that's right there. I need to trim back this grass a little bit more. And then this is my improved Meyer lemon tree. Now this one had a lot of flowers on it, and I did see the bees, the buzzing. So I'm hoping this will be the first year that I get lemons from this tree. I have not gotten it, and as you can see, I have not pruned it, because this one, although it was growing really well, it just stayed small. So that's why I haven't pruned it. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit more height before I prune it and shape it to how I want to be. You can still see a little bit of flowers right there. And then this last one is my peach tree. It's my Bonanza dwarf peach tree, and it had lots of little peaches on it. I've been thinning them as I go. I see that this one is broken. No. So I'm just gonna tape that on off. Oh no. And just hope it just, helps it along with the other ones. But they're in here. They're just hiding. Where are you? Like, oh, I need to put that one on, because that was a booty one. A double peach one. I need to thin that one. But yeah, there's like, there we go. Here goes some. There's a lot. Well, not a lot, but there's like a good 10 of them in there. So yeah, I'm happy. I know all these fruit trees is not going to give me a lot of fruit for like another couple of years. I only have had all these trees, except for the new planted one, for about 3 years. I want to say 3 years, but they only been in ground for 1 year. So I know they're still establishing and everything. So yeah, that's the main part. Like I said, so I have these beds, and I'm hoping to add 2 more, and I will be done. Over here, I have my daughter's area. She said I couldn't plant over here, but she let me have the exception of these ones. She said no more than this. So over here I have a fig tree. I believe this is the Chicago Hardy fig tree right here. It just barely just started leafing out. And then I have some green seedless grapes. They are doing fantastic. I'm so excited. I had like little bunches of grapes last year, but like I said, I was going through it, and I was just letting everything just survive. I wasn't taking care of it, so they dropped them all. But this year I am better, and I'm gonna do it. So I am so happy to see these grapes. Like I said, I've been fertilizing weekly, making sure they get their water. But you know what funny thing about this grapevine is, I had grapes, like a ton of grapes, just to the middle, like just right down the middle. And then on this side, I have no grapes. So yeah, I thought that was funny. And then I have 3 more garlic. They're elephant garlic. And then I had some vicas in this pot. So yeah. So over here, just the lawn. I have a volunteer plant over here. So this is all clover. It's not weeds, it's clover. It's a lawn alternative to grass. You know what that is. Supposed to be drought tolerant, and it really does feel nice and lush. And I'm hoping to eventually get some chickens. and put them in that messy area over there. I've been putting just all the trash and branches and stuff over there as I clean up. So I need to clear that spot and break it out. And that's where I'm hoping to have the chickens go. I feel like that'd be a nice area. It's kind of shaded from the afternoon sun, so I feel like they'll really love it over there. So that's why I'm gonna plan to do that, and that's why I have the clover so that they can graze on in addition to their feed, and it just feels nice. Which is why it hasn't molded. Like, you see me step in this, it's pretty. Look at that, it's like a little bit past my ankle. It's pretty tall. If I'm like, I'm gonna get chicken, they're gonna mow it for me. Anyway, so I came over here to show you this plant. This is a tree collet plant. Look at that. I see aphids on there. I need to hose this down because no thank you. I saw it through the shadow of the light coming from the under of the tree. But yeah, this is a purple tree collar that's grown from seed. I had like 3 of them, but like I told you, neglect, so they died. But this one is a volunteer. It's like the tree colors went to flower, and I guess it blew, and this one came up. So like, yay! And it grew in the perfect spot. So I think this one's gonna get really big here. It's gonna be great for the chickens to graze on when I let them free range. So yes. So yeah, and you know, for me to also eat too, like purple tree colors are delicious. I got the cutting from Purple Tree Color Project, and she grows like so many different varieties. And I like purple's my favorite color, and I wanted to add a little bit of color to the garden, so that's why I got this one. They're delicious. So yeah, me and the chickens are gonna enjoy it when I get them. I'm hoping to get them in the next few months. So yeah, here's the clover. It's nice and lush. It's a little wet, and it's going to flower. So there's usually a lot of little insects and bees buzzing around in here. And then, yeah, let me just trash through this. One moment. And then over here, I just have a little flower bed. This doesn't get full sun. It gets a little bit of morning sun and just a little bit of afternoon sun as it's going down. So this is mainly in the shade. But I was just tired of it looking so bare. So I threw some shade-loving wildflower mix in here. And it's starting to come out. And there's a little bit of clover. I'm okay with that. And some nasturtium that I planted. That's supposed to be the Alaskan mix. And this rose tip mix. So we'll see how that do. That's coming in nicely. So yeah, that is my garden for right now. I will try to do more videos to keep you guys updated on everything that's going on here at Backyard Gardenology. Thank you for spending your morning with me, and I hope you all have a blessed day. So yeah, thank you. Bye.